First quarter from Princes Park. Excellent crowd for the clash of these two rivals. A few showers just a few moments ago, but dry conditions now as we start the game. The two Maddens go at it. Bradley goes over his opponent. That'll be a free kick. Going Essendon's way to Wanganeen. Puts the Bombers into attack. No real wind advantage here this afternoon. Aythorne. Ball hits the deck. Tackled by Danaher. Too high, says the umpire. And the much travelled Mark Aythorne will take the free kick. From his own centre-half back position. Kicks down to Bradley. Didn't really go for the mark. Tried for the knock-on. It went to Harvey. Essendon has the loose man on right centre wing. It's Bomber Thompson. Shoots out the hand pass. It's taken away by Glenn Kilpatrick. Up towards full forward marking contest. No one can bring it down. The ball spills free. And Carlton will get out of danger through Sexton. Bradley again went up high and once more didn't go for the mark. Long. Have to be a little bit quicker than that. Ridley. Excellent tackle by Diesel. It's a Carlton free kick. No, it's not. It's going to be a bounce. And umpire Peter Cameron will do just that, just on centre wing. Tackle looked pretty good, Don Scott, didn't it?
It was not bad, Peter.
Carlton ball again. O'Sullivan to Bradley. His kick up the half forward, and again Harvey in the road.
And Harvey does pretty well too. Gets round onto the right foot, and the kick fortuitously finishes with O'Donnell. O'Donnell playing his 100th game. Rhys Jones trying to mind the mark. Out towards left half forward. Good mark, Izzard. Izzard is too far out to score. He'd be 65 metres from goal. He runs around and kicks it in towards centre half forward. The leading player, and a good mark taken by Wallace. Dean Wallace has suffered a lot of criticism from Essendon fans over the last 4 or 5 seasons. Just a youngster, but gee, that was a good effort.
He's one of those players that really hasn't realised his potential. As you can see there, 22 years of age, but he seems to have been around for quite a while.
Wallace made his debut in 1987. You'll see it on the screen, just 22 years of age. Kick for goal is offline, much to the delight of the Carlton fans behind the goal in front of the Robert Heatley stand, and the first score is that behind to Essendon.
Did the right thing, head over the ball, however direction a little astray.
Penalty.
Yes. Up to the 50-metre line, and Tommy Elton will take the free kick from there. Straight down the ground, and there's lush Princes Park surface, marking contest. Madden, the two Maddens at it again today. Hills to Harvey. And Harvey plenty of time to steady. He should have done more with that kick. Couldn't do so. Carlton able to tie it up. Kick out of the pack didn't go anywhere. And Harvey went in pretty solidly there, but it's an Essendon ball through Ridley. And Paul Vanderhaal's old jumper. A number of players in the Essendon side today with just a handful of games against their name as Thompson kicks up the half forward. Back it comes to Buick. His kick is smothered. Opportunity for Long. Clean possession. Oh, good tackle there by Wallace. Thompson will race into goal and puts it through. So Bomber Thompson fittingly getting the first goal for Essendon, and the Bombers lead by 7 points.
Well, the quickness of Michael Long is really quite amazing. The turn that he did get was more or less on a threepenny bit, or 1 cent piece. It was really quite amazing. He just got his right foot kick away. He was under tremendous harassment from the Carlton player, but just got it away and spotted Thompson.
And great determination by Thompson. Figuring twice in that passage of play. Kilpatrick gets rid of the football. Long, O'Donnell, Harvey. Harvey's kick is high, out towards the wing. No one home for Essendon. Aythorne for Carlton, but the bounce goes over. So a boundary throw-in will take place on centre wing. Just in front of the old cricket club stand here at Princes Park. Of course, it was replaced about 12 or 18 months ago by the John Elliott stand. Williams tries to get it. He saw Ratton. Still Ratton goes wider to Bradley, but hand pass perhaps just a little fierce there for Craig Bradley. And another throw-in. Madden v Madden. We'll be calling that a fair few times during the afternoon, I would think. Simon gets to the front. Williams takes it. Bradley, a quick kick. Doesn't really go anywhere. High in the air. Punched forward by Ridley. Picked off by Hogg. Hogg's kick should be marked, and is marked very, very well indeed by Spalding in front of Harvey. He plays on. Kicks towards full forward. Rhys Jones, yes! Oh, what a spectacular mark taken by David Rhys Jones, only 30 metres from goal.
Well, a hallmark of Rhys Jones' game is the fact that he seems to have a ton of time to do with the ball whatever he wants, and on that occasion he made that mark look easy.
Shoots for goal, and there's no doubt it's a goal to Blues.
Great comeback by David Rhys Jones. First touch, a mark, and then a goal. 1 point the difference.
Well, he's one of those players, unfortunately, who suffered injury, and that really has put a damper on his career over the last couple of years. But what a way to start. A beautiful mark. Used his body well against his former teammate, Anthony Danaher. They both played at Sydney together. And Carlton's first goal, kicked by the Lon bombshell.
David Rhys Jones, one of those players opposition fans really love to hate. Off the field, he wouldn't meet a nicer guy, but his commitment, once he gets inside the boundary line, is really 100%. Gives it everything for his club. Of course, as Don mentioned, formerly with the Sydney Swans and now with Carlton. Good to see him back today too.
He's certainly pumped up too, Peter. You could see that by the way he kicked that goal. He showed a lot of emotion. He doesn't usually show it, David.
So back into the centre, 1 point the difference. Carlton's first goal coming from David Rhys Jones, a strong mark. Essendon's goal kicker is Mark Thompson. The Bombers lead by a point. No real wind advantage here this afternoon. Hills, a quick kick out of the pack. Peter Cameron calls play on. Long will try to do just that. Executes the long hand pass. Could have sold his teammate into trouble down there. O'Sullivan gets first touch at the ball. Can't do much with it. Essendon outnumbered down there, and a good tackle by O'Sullivan takes Kilpatrick over the boundary line, and the ball goes with him. So boundary throw in next to the interchange area on centre wing. Ground in pretty good condition despite all the rain we've had. The grass is pretty lush. Finch, as it just hasn't been mown too much of late. The two Maddens, as Robbo suggested, will be at it all day. Wanganeen's kick down towards John Dorotich. Aythorne just inside the boundary line. Mark Aythorne at the left half-back flank for Carlton. Blues trailing by a point. Real thrust and parry job in the first few minutes of the opening quarter as the gaps are trying to be found by the opposition. This is Spalding. Well, Spalding's kick to Kernahan. Almost a mark. Not paid. Alessio right there with him. Given a big job on the Carlton Star this afternoon. Oh, Bradley and Diulio for Carlton. The latter picks the ball up, kicks it into the pocket. Essendon has the numbers. Madden in front. Danaher. Madden could be paid the mark.
Free kick.
I think it's the mark, is it? Yes. Simon Madden has the mark in the left back pocket.
It's a push out on that occasion.
Madden, what a wonderful player he's been over a long period of time. His kick holds up. The breeze looks as though it's going to the left-hand end.
Not much of it though, Robbo, is there really?
But if you have a look at the flags on top of the scoreboard, they're certainly indicating, and just looked at that kick then, holding up into the breeze. Boundary throw in just outside 50. Simon Madden gets the tap out. Gary O'Donnell, now Bradley, bashes it back towards centre half forward. Spalding proving a bit of a handful for Harvey. Tackling pretty good. Ridley off the ground. Kick by O'Donnell, goes back near the centre. No mark, it clean bowls Izard. Elvin, well done, left it for Brown. Brown from 50 metres. A long kick by Brown. Oh, and Rhys Jones got his hands on it. He's disappointed he didn't hang on to it. And it rolls through for a behind to the Blues.
Clever piece of play by Fraser Brown back in the square. He more or less bounced the ball on the ground, set it up for Tom Elvin, who bounced the ball. And Fraser Brown coming on to it. It was good play by Elvin and smart play too.
Anthony Danaher, short kick is good. Harvey marks at centre half back.
Harvey getting plenty of possessions on the back line. 4 kicks so far. Marking contest at midfield. Thompson hacks it out of the air. Essendon's goal kicker so far up towards Wallace. Sexton, a little toe poke, didn't get the ball far enough away. Carlton had the numbers. Hannah might have been taken high. Umpire calls play on. Kick it over, runs it. In fact, there is a free kick.
Hannah went to ground actually on that occasion. I don't know whether I would have paid that free kick.
Mil Hannah just up from the left back pocket for Carlton in front of a packed George Harris Social Club stand. Wanganeen underneath the ball. Nothing for it. Or kicking the ground was Ratton. Chris Danaher rattled his opponent. The ball spills free. His opposite number 7 is Ratton, who kicks up towards a crowded forward line. For Carlton, that is. Ducking back as Alessio. He'll have to be quick. Diulio's nearly got him. Madden Shepherds. Ball out wide. Hills underneath it. Might bounce kindly for him, didn't wait for the bounce. Off the ground. Again, Carlton with the numbers. Aythorne, pretty slippery out there. Hills over. Back it comes to Aythorne with a quick hand pass from Dean. Was it legal? Umpire says yes. Kernahan looking for Rhys Jones, mark number 2 in front of Anthony Danaher, touch number 3.
That was a good kick by Kernahan. A great kick. That was a 40-metre pass.
Pinpoint accuracy. So veteran to veteran. Rhys Jones for his second. Norm Smith medalist in 87 against Hawthorn when he eclipsed Brereton in the grand final on that very warm Saturday. Oh, he's hot now. 2 goals to David Rhys Jones, Carlton by 6 points.
Peter, if you remember, Carlton had a very good game against Essendon out at Windy Hill about 2 years ago, and it was Rhys Jones playing on the forward line. I think he kicked about 3 goals in the first quarter that really upset the Bombers, and that ploy is working so far in this match. Carlton 2-1, lead Essendon 1-1. Bradley just gets his foot to the ball. Harvey will mark at centre-half back. His 5th kick, kicks it wide. Aythorne the high flyer. Brown, kick off the ground by Thompson. Thompson trying to keep Aythorne away from it, but Mark Aythorne did pretty well. Here's DeJulio. It's about 25 metres for his side with 2 little kicks in front of himself. And it goes over for a boundary throw in, left half forward for the Blues. Rhys Jones has kicked their 2 goals. Mark Thompson has kicked the goal for Essendon. Quite up to the 11-minute mark in this first quarter. Spalding now being asked to do the ruck work. Chris Danaher. Brown held. Gets a little toe to it. Spalding. Or some desperate stuff there by Kilpatrick. And Peter Cameron in the finish, seeing that the ball was going nowhere, has elected to bounce. It's left half forward for Carlton, about 75 metres around from their goal. Very experienced umpires officiating here this afternoon. Peter Cameron and Brian Sheehan.
Ball out of bounds again. Carlton this time making about 15 metres. And the throw into the Blues left half forward flank, but about 75 metres from goal. Under 15 minutes left in the first quarter. Been a good start for Carlton. Their forward line at the moment looking a little bit more potent. Brown taken out of it. O'Sullivan isn't. Good long kick, there's space up there. Kernahan and Alessio. Kernahan over the top of Danaher. Ball spills free. Shaw looking for a free kick. Umpire says no. Williams, DeJulio, he'll shoot at goal. Wait on the umpire. All clear.
Well, maybe there's a little justice there because there was a definite free kick to Shaw.
I was waiting for the all clear, Don, because I thought he might have been pulled up, but he wasn't. 3-1 to 1-1.
And Williams, who pounced on that ball, he was being tackled, but he still got his handball away to DeJulio. And DeJulio, a real goal sneak on the forward line. Doesn't do much up the ground, in fact does nothing up the ground, but certainly does it on that half forward line, full forward line.
Carlton's second goal kicker, Ron DeJulio, formerly of Box Hill. The Blues leading by 2 goals after the Bombers scored first through Mark Thompson. The 2 Maddens at it again. Hogg taken out of it. Ball spills free. Chris Danaher, long hand pass, not really to the advantage of his teammate. Hills tries to kick it off the ground again. He's made a little bit of a habit today doing that. Essendon free kick. And Hills, maybe luckily, comes up with the football and he kicks to half forward.
And it's a high bomb too, out in front. Wallace. What a good mark. Well done, Dean Wallace, on his chest in front of Sexton. Two fairly inexperienced players. Wallace has played about 40 games, Sexton about 20. Now, he should get the distance, really. He's about 45 metres from goal. He kicks to the left-hand goal post. It holds up. Hannah at the back. Will clear for Carlton. Short pass. Looks out wide for Hogg. It's kicked off the ground. Was it on the full? No.
I think it was, but the umpire not in the right position to pay the free kick. Should be a Carlton free on that occasion.
Right forward pocket for Essendon. Somerville and Justin Madden. At the bottom of that is Thompson. Ratton gets it out for Carlton. And a good kick too. Well done, Spalding, to punch it on. The race is on between DeJulio and Kilpatrick. DeJulio shows scintillating pace, and gathers the ball. The kick goes into the goal square. It goes past Anthony Danaher. And is it still in the field of play? No, says the goal umpire, helping out the boundary umpire and indicating that a boundary throw-in will take place in the right forward pocket for Carlton. What pace shown by D'Ulio. Started from 3 metres behind, got to the front and forced the ball into the position to where it is at the moment. In front of the goals, Kilpatrick, D'Ulio off the ground. Oh, Kernahan will kick it anyway. Left foot snap is good. First goal there for Stephen Kernahan, and Carlton 4-1, lead Essendon 1-1.
Well, one aspect of Stephen Kernahan's game that I think has improved this year is his mobility. He's showing tremendous speed. He chased the ball up towards the centre wing between half forward and centre wing earlier in the game, and I've watched him in previous games, and he's covering the ground much quicker, and that time there showed great mobility and skill by putting it onto his left hand, onto his left foot. Also got a touch of the asthma.
The Blues leading by 3 goals. Kernahan kicking their last. And Essendon still on the score of 1-1. Again, it's going to be a Carlton ball out of the centre. Shaw. But the hand pass is errant. Taken by Michael Long. Alvin gets the run of the ball. Gets clear of Izard. Kicks to centre wing. And the ball will be taken over. No, it won't, by Fraser Brown. He's kept it in play. Gets met solidly by Michael Long. Terry Danaher goes down. The ball spills free. Gee, that was almost out of bounds on the full. Michael Long appealing for it. I think it just landed inside the line.
And 2 Carlton players, Ratton and Williams, patting Brown on the head for some fantastic stuff.
Blues certainly fired up. Maybe a little bit more than the Bombers at the moment. One over the top by Somerville. This is Ridley, one of the rookies in the Bomber lineup. Kicks to half forward, knocked away by Dorotich. Terry Danaher gets taken high, right in front of Peter Cameron, but he calls play on. Buick with Hogg, and again that is out of bounds. Essendon's right half forward flank in front of the George Harris Social Club stand here at Carlton.
And Don Hogg got the job tagging Buick by the look of it.
Well, they let him go as a spare man last week, Hogg, and he really didn't seem comfortable. As soon as he's given a job, he's a better player.
Won by Justin Madden, the tap out. Buick kicks from a standing start to the front of goals. Kick it with Hannah. Scholl. Defenders try to tie it up. Sexton, short kick, opportunity for Hills. Boot the ball quickly, he's off target. Might be out of bounds on the full, it is. And so a free kick will be taken, presumably by Tommy Alvin in the left back pocket. Alvin kicks to the lead made by Scholl, not Scholl, but Ratton. Didn't really gain too many metres there. The Blues retain possession.
And Brett Ratton's kick goes wide to half back. Williams nearly into the path of O'Sullivan. He's got Ridley. No way known was Todd Ridley getting away from that. And umpire Cameron just allowing play to go on. Maybe just allowing the players to sort themselves out. It's still pretty well early in the match. Somerville does well. Off the ground by Aythorne. O'Donnell to Wanganeen. Wanganeen does well. Kicks it off the side of his boot. Buick underneath it. Buick's got it. Ooh, I tell you what, he nearly played on.
There's a free kick to Dorotich. It's against Wallace, I think.
No, I think it's Buick's kick.
Oh, the umpire, I thought, might have picked out a free kick. Dorotich and Wallace both on the ground.
He was nearly off though, Robbo. I agree with you.
I think he was anxious to run on because this angle is very difficult. He's going for that banana type kick. Darren Buick, oh, good kick. But it misses. So a behind to Essendon, they're second. They're 1-2, they trail Carlton, who are 4-1. And Hannah prepares to kick it into play with 9.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
Hannah's kick to the outer side. O'Donnell with Bradley. The ball may beat both of them to the boundary line. And Bradley practicing his soccer skills over there. I dare say we'll be wishing the Olyroos all the best in their game against Holland coming up shortly for the Olympics. A lot riding on that and plenty riding on this match. Boundary throw and outer side. Madden v Somerville. Madden J. O'Donnell taps out to Thompson. Underneath it, Buick. Ball bounces almost kindly for him. He taps on, not really to the advantage of a teammate. Dorotich can't take a hand pass. Madden applies a tackle. Ball out of bounds in front of Kickett. And it'll be thrown in just inside 50. Essendon's left half forward flank. And the two Maddens, the brothers, go at it. Maybe for the last time, unless these sides meet in the final. Gee, that was almost a throw. Umpire lets it go. Dorotich. Hills goes down. Off the ground from Ratton. Standing start kick from Thompson. Oh, Terry Danner outnumbered 5-1. Kick it. Trying to get onto his left foot and does. Gets it back almost to Hills, but it beats him out of bounds. And a throw in 5 metres from the behind post. Essendon's left forward pocket. 8.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Bombers badly needing a goal. Just haven't had any firepower at all up forward. And Carlton's defence is pretty good so far. Hannah out to Alvin. And again, it's worked towards the boundary line with effect.
Not often you say, you've probably never said before, that Simon Madden is just too small at the moment against his taller brother. Justin using his body well and just directing the ball as he wishes.
A real struggle for possession about 30 metres from the Essendon goal. And the umpire calls for a bounce.
You played against both of them, Don. Who was the harder to beat?
Well, Justin's only just starting, Peter, when I finished, and he gave me a bath up in Queensland.
Certainly had a height advantage there, though, didn't he? What are you, about 6'3"?
He was a big boy when he started, and he still is a big boy. In
Well,
fact, he's bigger
right.
now than what he was, because he
bulked up,
certainly
hasn't
he filled out.
Well, he's about 6'10" in the old terms.
But he's using his body well. You watch the way he places his body. And Simon, he's about 6'5" in the old terms, just can't get his body in front.
He does well this time, Simon Madden. Gets it down towards Wanganeen. Wallace out to Hills. Hills shot for goal. Oh, this is pretty close. No, it just misses to the right-hand side. So Paul Hills registers his first score for the afternoon. Are behind. Essendon 1-3. Trail Carlton, who are 4-1. And Hannah's kick in finds Dean alone at half-back, and he runs away from Terry Danaher and kicks it in towards the centre of the ground. Punched away. Oh, well done. O'Donnell. Harvey's kick across centre half forward. Kick at the chance to run. He falls over.
Oh, surely. Peter Cameron's right there. Why didn't he see
Hannah.
it?
Ratton. Blues out of trouble. Dorotich from just outside the 50-metre line will kick it down towards half forward for Carlton. Well done. A good mark, Bradley. Handball away to Julio with pace. The little pass to half forward. No one home. Kernahan at the back. Alessio looks a little lost. Kernahan tries to kick it to his own advantage. It rolls over. Boundary throw in. Left forward pocket for Carlton. 4-1 to 1-3 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Terry Danaher off for Essendon, and McCurry coming on for his first run. A youngster from Keilor Park.
Kernahan getting the front posse. Somerville it is over the top. Williams, will he try to get a hand pass out? He couldn't. He's caught with the ball. Free kick going to Chris Danaher in the right back pocket. Haven't seen too much of Williams in the first quarter.
Chris Danaher's doing quite a good job on Greg Williams. O'Donnell on Bradley.
Good matchups there, but they're falling in across half forward at the moment, the Bombers. Justin Madden punches down. He finds Ratton. Up the full forward, and Rhys Jones off the hands of the pack. From that marking contest, it's out of bounds in the left forward pocket again. Rhys Jones with 2 goals to his credit. He's played strongly so far on Anthony Danaher up at full forward. The boundary umpire will throw it back in again. Alessio and Kernahan. And there is a free kick plucked out of that.
It's against Kernahan.
Well, it was unfortunate. Kernahan was worrying about Somerville coming over the top and didn't worry about Alessio, and gave away a soft free kick.
Somerville kicks to the outer side. Essendon through Hills. Is he taken down? Fans asking for 50. No, says the umpire.
Playing well, young Hills.
Anthony Danaher well up the track from full back. Long kick, or kick it got pushed out by Milhana, not seen by the umpire. Sexton, a quick kick. Brown was taken high as well. Williams overruns the ball. Chris Danaher attending him pretty closely. Long, surely was grabbed. Brown, well, they're letting it go. You mentioned earlier, Robert. O'Sullivan, good tackle. Ridley will look for a hand pass, and he's found Mark McCurry, his first touch this afternoon, the rookie. This is Ridley again. He's only played 3 games. Farms that one out like a veteran to Alan Izzard. Madden, speaking of veterans.
Tell you what, there was an absolutely spectacular tackle down here in front of us. Wanganeen on Luke O'Sullivan that's basically set this up.
Now Simon Madden, usually a pretty good kick for goal with that trusty left foot.
He's a 9-iron chip, I think it could be described at.
Maybe he doesn't have the classic kicking style, but I hope I don't put the mocker on him. Really misses from this distance. 40 metres out, directly in front. Has it got the carry? I think it has. Yes. So Simon Madden gets his first goal, a valuable one for Essendon. They trail 4-1 to 2-3.
Well, he really does make his possessions count, Simon Madden. He doesn't get a lot of distance with his kicks, but he is very, very accurate. That from about 30-odd metres out. It was a good kick, setting it up from Hazard. He was behind Dorotich. Dorotich in the right spot, but just a little too far in front of Madden. The ball had the carry. A good high mark at centre-half forward, and a good kick for goal.
Bounce back in the centre. There's an infringement against Carlton. Got too many players in the square there, Don.
Too many. One encroached.
Somerville kicks to half forward. Carlton players on their own. Dean marks safely. Player on his own on the wing is Athorn. Takes the mark. Handball is on. Well done, Sexton. Good running from full back. In towards full forward. Kernahan dives. Can't take the mark. In there to pick up the crumbs is Kilpatrick. His kick really gave it away too easily to Brown. That could nearly be deemed as holding the ball there. But away go the Bombers. Long to Wanganeen. Wanganeen to half forward. Izard can't control it. In comes Simon Madden. Leaves it for the skipper, Mark Thompson. He gets the ball back to Simon Madden. A kick across towards half forward. It will be picked off. Oh, Aitken took his eyes off the ball. Through comes Scholl. Scholl's kick towards the leaping Spalding. Long, athletic, and very quick. Pass is brilliant. Back into the centre where Chris Danaher takes the mark.
Chris Danaher just off the edge of the centre square. He'll look for Madden and finds him too far out to score. Dorotich making sure that he's not going any further.
Well led by Madden.
Life on the old legs yet. Not too much on offer for him. He might have to go long. Now he's put the ball out for Kickett.
Surely that's
by
a
Hannah.
free kick.
O'Donnell there with him. Hannah taken down. There is a free kick from Brian Sheehan this time.
Now that was an act of frustration by Kickett because Hannah has really interfered on the two occasions those players have gone for the ball. He's interfered with Kickett. Should have been paid the penalty, but the umpire decided there was nothing in it. But Hannah is definitely manhandling Kickett.
Bill Hannah has the free kick. Justin Madden missed what I guess he should have taken. Could have been an Essendon ball through Danaher, but he fumbled. Nevertheless, it comes to Wanganeen.
That was a poor kick. He really should have kicked the
Sexton.
goal.
He could have. He was within kicking distance.
He should have kicked the goal.
In for the pass to Wallace. Didn't come off. Sexton to the outer side, and O'Sullivan. Won't be too much skin on those knees. He's been paid the mark. Luke O'Sullivan from right half-back flank. One-on-one duel. Somerville from Madden. O'Donnell, game number 100 to the skipper. Essendon's first goal kicker this afternoon. Thompson fumbles, doesn't usually do that. O'Donnell gives him backup support. It's a Carlton ball. Marked, should have been marked by Somerville. Hills, centering kick to Chris Danaher, and he marks in front of Diesel Williams.
Oh, good kick too. Vision was brilliant. Kilpatrick, away to Mercury. Mercury from 40 metres, directly in front, kicks and misses off to the right. Well, Essendon, they've had their share of the football. They've had 53 kicks to 43, 21 hand passes to 19, but they trail on the scoreboard 16 to 25. And they did this last week against Geelong. They had many more possessions and lost the game by 10 goals. The kick in goes towards Dean. He taps it over the back. Bradley. Oh, brilliant football by Bradley. O'Sullivan and Bradley. Look at the magic of Craig Bradley. The kick. Reece Jones. No, he can't mark it. He slips over. And by gee, is it critical. The Bombers rebound. Kilpatrick's kick to right half forward.
Oh, free.
Elvin marks it anyway. Brilliant football. Applauded by Don Scott as Tommy Elvin runs away from half back. Kicks it in the direction of Spalding. Chris Danaher falls over once again. Blues are a chance. O'Sullivan handballs it away. On the bottom of that is O'Donnell. Hills can't get through. He may be penalised. He is. And Carlton will take the free kick in the centre of the ground with 11 seconds left. Justin Madden's on his own at left half forward. He's a little late, Scholl, because the kick high punched away from Justin Madden. Wanganeen gets it. The siren sounds. It's quarter time at Princes Park. And what a magnificent first quarter. Essendon 2-4-16. Trail Carlton 4-1-25.
Second quarter begins at Princes Park with Carlton leading by 9 points, 4-1 to 2-4. David Rhys-Jones has 2 goals for the Blues after playing strongly in the early part of the quarter. Wind, if anything, favouring the scoreboard end as Williams takes a grab in front of Chris Danaher. His tag for the day so far, Danaher probably taking the points in the first quarter. Williams to put Carlton into attack. Good kick towards half forward. Kernahan leads out.
A bit too quick for Alicio, Peter.
Yes, an experienced man on a rookie. The Maddens fly forward. None can bring it down. Kicked away by Wanganeen, or from Wanganeen. Up towards midfield, it's Dorotich and Somerville. Dorotich paddles it back, not to the advantage of his team. A throw, says the umpire.
No, that's not right.
Chris Danaher with the free kick for Essendon. Buick leading out. Hogg right there with him. Long hand pass. Comes out to ease out again. That was from Mercury. He's hit the post. So behind to Essendon to make the difference, 8 points.
You see Dorotich back near the centre in his anxiety to stop a player running on, flattened his teammate in Brown. Not flattened, but dragged him down and very quickly apologised.
Hannah kicks in again. Sexton taking the mark. 5 kicks in the first quarter. Michael Sexton. Bradley has marked in front of O'Donnell, I think, just inside the boundary line. Boundary umpire gives him the thumbs up.
Great player, Bradley.
Carlton for a few years now. Craig Bradley has been able to combine cricket and football. Marking duel between the Maddens, and Justin has run out and he loves it. So Justin Madden from left half forward. Low trajectory kick. No mark paid. Kernahan had a couple of hands on it. And look back at the umpire too. Madden again, has he claimed this one? He has, but he's not going to get... It's a beautiful throw. He would have to pay that one.
Oh dear, right in front of the umpire.
Volleyball pass.
Well, it's what a lot of people are questioning, the hand pass where the ball is held over the head. Brown kicks the ball to centre half forward. Rhys-Jones jumps too early. No free kick. Kick back by Harvey was excellent into the path of Hills. Hills' kick goes for the safety of the boundary line. And a boundary throw-in will take place at right half forward for the Blues. A little further from goal than the end of the social club. It's about 80 metres around from the Carlton goal. Madden boys are at it again, and Justin takes it out of the air. A little kick, O'Sullivan. Chance now for Ratton, who's done pretty well. Ratton's kick high in towards the centre half forward position where Long marks running with the flight of the ball. Handball away to Anthony Danaher. His kick out in front of Kilpatrick, and Kilpatrick marks in front of DeUlio. Tries to get it back to Anthony Danaher. Ratton dispossessed by Thompson. Thompson, good vision. Chris Danaher near the centre. Plays on. Now gets back onto the favoured right foot and kicks it long into the forward pocket. Hannah in front. It's punched away. Kickett's a chance. Hogg underneath the football. Taps it behind himself. In goes Dorotich. A sweeping hand pass. Hannah. Oh, Izard, desperate. Elvin over the top. Izard through his legs. Mercury goes for goal. The mark is taken by Kickett, and he's played on. Certainly played on, and now he's going to be penalised. And that looked fair and square.
He tried to do what he did last week. It was spectacular stuff last week at the MCG. It just didn't come off today.
Scholl plays on. His kick is marked by Hannah. Hannah out towards the wing. Wanganeen and Aythorne, Kernahan and Alessio. The ball goes over for a boundary throw-in.
I felt sorry for Derek Kickett then. He went to play on and he stumbled in the mud and there wasn't a thing he could do.
Really, he should have gone back and had a kick from that position.
In hindsight, certainly he should have done, but it's all very easy to judge after the event. An untidy passage of play out there. DeUlio trying to crash his way through. Oh, nobody having much luck at all. Bomber Thompson shows them how it's done. The Essendon skipper, who scored their side's first goal this afternoon, Buick, gets the favourable bounce. He's clear of Tommy Alvin. Nearly had the same misfortune as his teammate Kickett, and he's kicked only one behind.
Showed a remarkable turn of speed then, Darren Buick. He really did put the hammer down. when he got the ball, got away from Melbourne.
Kick 2 behinds. Darren Buick so far. 4-1 to 2-6. Essendon, plenty of the football, unable to capitalise up forward. Only 2 goals on the board.
Second time they've spotted Sexton on a kick-out, Carlton.
Sexton from right half back, kicks to centre wing. Strong grab by Spalding in front of Chris Danaher.
Interesting matchup, Spalding and Harvey. Harvey at centre half back, Spalding centre half forward.
Plenty of options for him down there. The 2 Maddens fly. None can bring it down. DiUlio, snapshot. Off target, out of bounds on the full.
And Bradley going absolutely berserk. He was about 15 metres to the right on his own.
But he didn't even look when he let that ball go. So in all fairness to Julio, he didn't see Bradley because all he was intending to do is get the ball on because of the pressure.
Alessio kicks in. Somerville, good hip and shoulder, takes his opponent out of it. Dorotic ducks the head, comes out with the football. Might have kicked it out on the full, he has done. And so it will be a free kick to Essendon to be taken down there by Mark Harvey.
And Bradley will be asked to come back about 3 or 4 metres on the mark. And Harvey being asked to kick over the man on the mark. So Mark Harvey, a high kick towards the wing, punched away by Dean, was a beauty. Back in the path of Chris Danaher. Luke O'Sullivan, the tackler, was ineffective. Danaher's kick towards left half forward. A big punch again. A wonderful attempt by Thompson. Oh, super football by Mark Thompson. Mercury probably waited a fraction too long, but Hills from centre half forward. Hills goes for goal and misses, and the Bombers are wasting chances.
Well, why didn't Tommy Alvin run at Mercury when he had the ball? He waited behind Hazard. Better to go up, confront the opponent. At least you've tried something if you wait.
So 2-7 for Hills has kicked 2 behinds. And there's going to be a penalty upfield again. Second one we've seen today like this. And Ratton.
Now it's Dorotic going to take the ball.
Yes, it is, you're right. John Dorotic from centre half back. 50-metre defensive line. Out to the edge of the square. Knocked down by Madden. It's Madden Simon. Aythorne looks for a lead. Reece Jones, his target, didn't quite find him. Picked up for Essendon by Kilpatrick. On to Gavin Wanganeen. He gets around Aythorne. Maybe the Bombers can make something of this up forward. The attack has left a little bit to be desired so far. Somerville in the marking contest. Was he taken high? Surely he'll get the free kick. Doesn't waste any time. On to O'Donnell. As it turned out, kick from a pretty short run-up. He's found Chris Danaher. Now, where's he playing at the moment, Don?
He's playing in the centre. No, he's playing in the centre on Williams. I'm just looking back at Mercury, who's in the centre square. He's limping after that heavy tackle by Williams. He's up, he's limping. The trainers are running over to him. I think he's turned his ankle.
So Chris Danaher with a shot at goal for Essendon's third. He slipped over as well, so that's twice. The ground has probably cost Essendon a goal. Kick it had happened first to. Now Bradley has a chance. Farms out a long hand pass. On the end of it is Scholl. Towards half forward.
That should be a mark.
Kilpatrick onto Ridley. He fumbles. Good tackle, Scholl. Ball spills free over the head of Chris Danaher, who ducks back trying to pick it up. Williams. Carlton fans roar. Diesel in command. Onto his left foot.
Why didn't he keep going on the right foot? Why didn't he?
Very little out of that, out of bounds.
I think it showed up just the marked lack of pace that Greg Williams has got. If he went straight ahead, Don, I feel that he thought he was going to get caught and put off the kick.
But he could have put it on the boot, surely. He's on his right foot on that occasion.
Well done, Alessio, to get Essendon back out towards the wing. Punched away there by Ratton. Handball to Aythorne. Back to Dorotic. Dorotic's little kick. Oh, Fraser Brown. Still there. Williams, Spalding, Brown. Gets some space for himself. Away he goes to O'Sullivan. Round the neck, surely.
Throwing it. Oh, free kick too high.
Time, I think it was much too high. He ran through that.
He ducked his head twice, didn't he?
No, he didn't duck his head the first time. The second time maybe, but...
Essendon made a change, and Mercury has gone off, I think, to have that ankle attended to, and Denham, the former Geelong Rover, coming on.
Now this boy is a strong kick. Angle is a little difficult. Distance, not a problem. He kicks it straight across the face of goal. It's out of bounds on the full in the right forward pocket for Carlton. So the free kick could be taken back there by Simon Madden. 2-7 Essendon. Carlton are 4-1. And it's been a while since Carlton have kicked a goal. The ball out to half back. Spalding tries to get it on to Williams. Underneath it, Harvey. Good stuff. Dean, well done. Williams, handball over the top. Spalding. What can Earl Spalding do on the run? He kicks it pretty well. 45 metres. Madden, Justin. No, can't take the mark. Kernahan and Buick. Is that a free kick? I think it may just be. No, it's not. The all clear is given, and it is a behind, is it?
Not yet.
Still the goal umpire asking the field umpire what's happening, because Peter Cameron hasn't given him the all clear. Now he does.
Peter
Somerville's
gone off from centre half forward. Terry Danaher's gone on to that position, being picked up by John Dorotich.
It was so long between the kick, we had to put it down for rushed. It'll do. Ridley. Alessio. Amid attention. Is that 50, Don?
Oh, I tell you what, it was awfully close.
On to Darren Buick. No one too close to him. Kernahan won't catch him. Spears the pass in. Terry Danaher back on the field, takes a strong mark in front of John Dorotich. Spent a bit of time on the bench. In fact, I'd say about 20 minutes of the first quarter. TD warmed the seat.
Well, they want to get a little something from centre half forward. They had Madden playing there, changing with Somerville. Somerville at starting as centre half forward. Madden gave them a little bit of something, but Somerville hasn't. Now they've got Terry Danaher on there, hoping that he'll give a bit of drive.
300-game veteran has a shot at goal. Lack of reaction seems to indicate it behind, and in fact that is the score given by the goal umpire. Terry Danaher's first score of the afternoon. The Bombers now trail by only a goal. 10 effective shots to 6, and they still trail by 6 points. So the adage bad kicking is bad footy might apply to the Bombers this afternoon so far. Chance for the Blues. Ball picked up down there by Brett Scholl. Marking contest on centre wing. None can take it. Ball knocked away from Glenn Kilpatrick. It's out of bounds right next to the interchange area. And the brothers will go at it once more. One by Justin. Too tall. Hills. Too fast. Around Williams. That's difficult to do. Kick wasn't a good one in the end. Dorotich missed an awkward one to mark. Knock on by Izard. Just about thrown out by Dorotich to Alvin.
That's the second time he's done that, John Dorotich.
The umpire's pinged him. And Terry Danaher will get his second kick inside 30 seconds. He'll take it on the centre half forward position. Maybe too far out to score. In fact, he's realised that. The pass is on. He looked for Wallace. Couldn't find him. Picked up by Ratton. Sexton does the shepherding.
And Ratton's kick falls in short, and Thompson, in between the two Carlton players, takes the mark and then gives it away. Bradley chipping in, taking a good mark at half-back when things look rather ominous for the Blues. Bradley goes straight across half-back. Hannah handballs it away from himself, and then he's tackled by Kickett, and he played it well, Mill Hannah. Shepherd by Scholl, gave Hannah the space, and his kick goes in near the centre. Justin Madden can't mark. Where are the crumb gatherers? Kilpatrick. Tackled by D'Ulio. Chris Danaher just getting better and better as the years go by. The kick, though, is marked by Dorotich at centre half back for the Blues. He plays on quickly. Out towards Brown. Beaten for it by Long. In comes Ratton to give the Carlton player Brown a hand, and it's forced over for a boundary throw-in. So play is stagnating at the moment. Carlton are 4-2. They were 4-1 at quarter time. Essendon are 2-8. They were 2-4 at quarter time. And out of that ruck contest,
that's just not on. That is not on, because they both tried to bump one another away from the ball. I would have just let it go on, Brian Chan, but he's pinged Simon Madden for shepherding his brother.
And Justin takes the free kick. Spalding.
Should have been a free kick.
There is a free kick there, Don.
Why isn't the advantage paid then?
It's coming back to Earl
Because
Spalding.
D'Ulio really didn't have control of the ball when the free kick was paid.
That is the actual rule, is it?
You've got to have control. For the advantage to be effective, you've actually got to take advantage of the situation, and D'Ulio really didn't have the ball in his control.
Earl Spalding has a good long kick. Kernahan the target. Alessio punches clear. Bradley over the top. Many people think those sort of hand passes are throws. Ridley gives it over and turn to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick up towards midfield, and TD has made a bit of a difference since he came back on. The hand pass is effective to Harvey. from the circle. The Bombers into attack. Alvin underneath the ball. Likewise Sexton. Here's a chance. Izzard off the ground. Has put it through for only one behind. So still goalless in the second term. This is rather amazing. 4-2 to 2-9. And Alan Izzard brings up his second behind for the afternoon. And we've only got, well, less than 12 minutes of the first half remaining. So it's going to be a pretty low-scoring affair, Robbo.
Hannah again. Spots Sexton. Kick this time's gone a little bit too far. Aythorn gets the handball away, but Buick pounces on it. Into the path of Wanganeen. Over the top. Chopped off by Dean. Strong, but he left the ball behind. Kick it, shepherd it away, and Dean clears for the Blues. His kick goes wide and a good mark taken by Brown in front of Long. And that's an interesting contest on one wing.
That was a good effort by Millum Hannah because he forced Wanganeen into making a decision. He had to go high over the head.
Kick not marked. A kick off the ground. Goes about 30 metres towards the Carlton goal. Thompson's caught by D'Ulio. And he's being penalised when maybe, just maybe, the umpire could have let that go. D'Ulio up towards full foot. Kernahan! Oh, he's got to run at it. You can't stop that man then. He had the favourable position, a bit of a run, and he takes the mark about 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
You had your protractor out to measure that, Robbo, I think.
Well, I was going to say that it's not very difficult, but the more you look at it, the tighter it is, isn't it?
Well, the last goal came at the 22nd minute of the first quarter. That was kicked by Simon Madden. So have we got a goal here?
Yes, he kicks this one, Stephen Kernahan.
His second.
And Stephen Kernahan's second goal gives Carlton an 11-point advantage. They lead 32 to 21.
Stephen Kernahan usually on top as far as, or near the top of the league table as far as marks go, but this year he's not taking as many marks, about 7 a game. Usually up around the 10, 11, 12 number in previous years, but nonetheless he's a very effective player. He leads Carlton's goal-kicking ladder at the moment.
11 points the difference, the first goal of the second quarter, and we've only got 10 minutes left in the term. Can Carlton get another one? Can Essendon get the reply? Hacked out of the pack to Spalding from Bradley. It must have just gone the required distance. Scholl on a lead and marks.
Well, he's no closer, really.
No, not really. And the angle probably isn't... it's fair. It's a fair angle, more than 45 degrees.
Far more acute.
Probably about 60. Oh, Kernahan leads into space, and there was plenty there, Robert.
Yeah, I think they've got to make a move, Don. They've got to get that young fellow off.
Who are you going to put and what are you going to do? Because I've thought of that. I suppose you could bring Somerville on because he is a manoeuvrable player.
What about Terry Danaher? Would he?
Well, yes, but then what are you going to do at centre-half forward? Because they've got a problem there, Essendon. Maybe they're just one man short or one mobile man short.
Kernahan kicking for his third goal and the second for the second term. Carlton led by 9 points at the change. Swerving around for a goal. 3 goals to Kernahan and 2 goals coming up from the Carlton Star in a couple of minutes. 6-2 to 2-9.
Well, and you might have predicted something because the runner is going out to Alessio. They might be making a change, Essendon. Brian Wood, there he is, former Richmond captain, also a winger here at Essendon. He's now the club runner, but obviously just taking instructions out to that youngster. It's his first game. A big ask, actually, for that youngster.
Is it what?
Well, when you look at just what Essendon can do, a game can slip away from you if you just allow the player like Kernahan to dominate for 5 or 6 minutes. All of a sudden, there's an 8-goal difference. They lead by about 3 now, Carlton.
Emergency umpire just ran out to Scholl and Hills.
So back into the centre, 2 quick goals to Kernahan. And Carlton take a pretty strong grip on this game, even though it's only the second quarter. O'Donnell's come out of that skirmish with a free kick. His 100th game today. Nice balk around Bradley. Left foots it up towards half-forward flank. Wallace leads out, can't control it. Backup support from Thompson. Thompson onto his left foot. And again, Carlton with the numbers as Dean fisted well and truly over the boundary line to throw it in the forward pocket.
How many times do you see Peter Dean do that sort of thing? Throw himself at risk in front of players coming down the ground, thump it over the boundary line. Oh, that's a great punch there by Simon Madden into the path of O'Donnell, who couldn't quite control the football. Bradley, O'Donnell still a chance. O'Donnell's snapshot misses to the left, and it's through for Essendon's 10th behind. They kicked 17-22 last week against Geelong, and the inaccuracy continues. They've kicked 2 goals 10 in close to half a game of football at Princes Park.
7 players have kicked behinds for them.
Hannah. No one really to kick it to. So he goes straight up the ground. And not a bad move. Into the
Now he's
path of
being
Justin
held.
Madden.
Now the umpire had the whistle out. He didn't pay the free kick.
Dorotich kick goes pretty well up and under. Justin Madden tries to get it from Kilpatrick and eventually does. And he kicks it high towards half forward. Kick off the ground by Brown. Back goes Kickett. And Kickett gathers. And well done. Somehow got it to Long with a lovely right foot kick. Away he goes to Denham. Denham kicks with the right in towards centre half forward. Justin Madden gets back. And the Carlton fans are really taken by the man affectionately known here at Princes Park as Harry. Oh, good mark by Brown. Brown on centre wing. They were waiting for him to give it to Bradley, so he scooted away onto the right side. Up towards full forward. Rhys Jones is caught out of position. Kickett goes back. Gathers the football. Gets it to Chris Danaher. And Essendon will get out of trouble from half back.
Chris Danaher has played a good game today. That's not the best kick that he sent down, and Scholl takes the mark. Plenty of options for him. He's kicked into the right half-forward flank. Kernahan, who's kicked 3 goals so far, gets taken down at the tackle. It spills to Wanganeen, and Wanganeen, good vision, has found Terry Danaher. His 3rd kick of the quarter, tried to find Buick, who fumbled. Bit of that going on today. Harry, Madden, off the ground. Izard, likewise. Bill Hannah on his own. Hannah's got plenty of time to consider what he's going to do with this. Over the head of Denham. Long takes the mark in front of Brown. Essendon still breaking down across half forward. Over the head of Kilpatrick. He takes the hand pass from Ridley. A little chip shot onto Denham, who's made his presence felt since coming on. Is that a goal? They still can't break the ice, the Bombers. And he becomes the 8th Essendon player to kick a behind today. Formerly of Geelong, Sean Denham. Haircut's the same, the jumper's different. 2-11 to 6-2. And only 6 minutes and a bit left before half-time. Dorotich this time kicking out. And finds Scholl having a good second quarter. As Ridley stands the mark, playing only his 4th game. So quite a few rookies in the Bomber side this afternoon. Wanganeen around O'Sullivan. Kick not really to position. They could have raffled that. Excellent smother by Thompson from Scholl. Hills will look for a hand pass. Ridley, likewise. Chris Danaher, outside 50 of Bork, nearly ran into trouble. Ridley, kick a goal. He can't kick a goal either.
Unfortunately, Chris Danaher slipped. I think he slipped earlier too, didn't he, on the run? Deliberate shot. So maybe it's the studs in his boots. I wonder if he's wearing the mouldeds out there.
2-12. Disgraceful kicking, but the Bombers are still in this contest.
And you wouldn't say that they're all difficult or on the run or anything like that. Kick in, nearly taken by Sexton. His kick is not too bad. It's into the path of Bradley, and he gets it and kicks it quickly. Spalding and Harvey. Well done, Mark Harvey, and he beats Spalding pointless. The kick in towards the centre of the ground is marked by Denham. Plays on. Away to Simon Madden. In front of Kilpatrick. Tries to get round onto the right foot. Handball over the top. Good running by Simon Madden. Kick towards full forward. A little bump out. Hobbs, little tap. Elvin off the ground. Dean, it misses him. Still a chance for Denham. Hills, he's caught. Back to Denham, he's caught. Lots of pressure at left half forward for Essendon. Still Hills. Dean, the chaser. Simon Madden. Shot for goal, and eventually, no, it goes off to the left. And would you believe it? Another behind on the scoreboard to Essendon. They're 13, 2-13. Carlton 6-2.
And 10 players have kicked those 13 behinds. Maybe the comment from Moulded Souls, or about Moulded Souls, is pretty accurate. A lot of them have slipped over. Brown and Long. The boundary line is too close. Throw it in, says the boundary umpire, or the field umpire. 4.5 minutes left to the break. And still the Bombers goalless in the second term, and only 2 so far for the contest. Simon Madden taps down, finds O'Donnell. No one running with him. Knocked away by Hogg. Back to Ratton. Ratton's kick Up to O'Sullivan, who got taken high. Wanganeen, did he get into the back of his opponent? O'Sullivan trying to get it out of the pack. Finally it comes out to Bradley. Williams. Chris Danaher's had the better of that duel. Diesel's kick up towards half forward, knocked away by Harvey. O'Donnell. Thompson. Plenty of handballs coming from Essendon. Still they can't clear the zone. They finally do so through Kilpatrick. Mark is taken by Alan Izard. Just up from left centre wing. Not a good kick to a nest of Carlton players at half forward. And umpire Brian Sheehan will step in and bounce it. 3.5 minutes before half time. The Bombers this quarter 2-13. They started with 2-4. They've kicked 9 straight behinds.
So the ruck contest, Justin Madden gets it down, but straight to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's floating punt kick to the goal front. Ridley kicked from mid-air, scored a behind. So you never know. It might be a vital statistic in the final wash-up. 2-14. So converted to goals, it's 4 goals 2, and they trail by 12 points. 38-26 as Hannah kicks in, and he does it successfully once again and finds Sexton. Sexton's kick across his body. O'Sullivan has to get this. He does. Away to Scholl. Scholl's quick kick. Kickett ran straight at him. Up towards the wing position. O'Donnell. Kick off the ground. Rebounds. Hills. Unselfishly. Kickett. Kickett from 50 metres. And Kickett does just that and kicks a goal eventually for Essendon.
Well, Derek Kickett, his first goal, and they've finally kicked a goal. It's taken them about a quarter, Essendon, to kick that goal. Simon Madden, if we go back to about the 20-minute mark of the first quarter, was the last Essendon player to kick a goal, and there he is on screen. Kickett started on the forward line, now on the back line. He's trying to give them some drive. Seemed to be playing half-back, and that was a good effort.
Derek Kickett breaks the ice for the Bombers. They only trail by 6 points. Can they get another one before the break? Justin Madden up high. Tries to rove his own tap out. Kicked away by his brother. Aythorne back to O'Donnell. Wanganeen. Here they come again. Might have been touched off the boot. The umpire, in fact, indicated that. Hannah paddles it towards the boundary line. He's able to pick it up himself away from Wallace. Nice turn, Mill Hannah. The kick left a little bit to be desired. He's kicked it straight back to Gavin Wanganeen, who goes goalwards. Mark taken by Buick well behind the line, and through for only 1 behind. So Wanganeen, the 11th player to score a behind. 3:15 to 6-2, but they only trail by 5 points. Dean kicks the ball clear of hand and foot. The 2 stipulated metres, and away he goes. Peter Dean to centre wing. Bradley the target. O'Donnell there with him. DiIulio. The goal sneak. Well up the ground for him. Reece Jones on a lead. Thompson. Harvey it is rather. Picking up a lot of kicks across the half-back line. He got about 5 in the first 10 minutes in the opening term. He's taken down by Tommy Alvin. Terry Danaher fumbles. He's taken high. Hills. Short hand pass. Denham. Right on 50. Long hand pass over the head of Madden. Long. Back to Denham. He'll have to get rid of it quickly. Madden. It's like volleyball. Thompson. Back to Long. Can he kick a goal? A ball. In he comes for goal. 5 metres out and has missed it.
But he didn't even look at the goal.
Had a bounce on the full.
He wasn't. He was looking over his right shoulder, not looking at the goals.
I think he was mesmerised. He was wondering what to do with the football. Hannah's kick goes outside 50 metres. Carlton under enormous pressure. Buick a little kick off the ground. Sexton goes after it again. Gives it away to Ratton. Ratton hemmed in. Handball over the top. Chance for Justin Madden. Doesn't know what to do with the football. Back to Aythorne. Aythorne's kick is high. Blind. Alvin marks over Izard. And Tommy Alvin will clear for Carlton. Back onto that right foot. Kicks it in towards Kickett. Kickett can't mark, but Spalding can. A miraculous effort. Player on his left-hand side looks like DiIulio, but he took too long to get back. Now he's being forced to kick with the left, and it's not bad. To full foot. Kernahan pushed out. Free kick obvious against Alessio.
The last kick of the half.
He's already kicked one from this position. He's going for his 3rd.
I've already got him down for 3, Don.
Oh, you're right. Peter Ashley's going for 4.
3 and 1.
Trying to shortchange people like you do at your TAB. And they're joked on. Stephen Kernahan, goal number 4. And we'll have to wait on the goal umpire. I think he might have missed. He has. So 3 goals, 1. His sticks tally by half-time as Carlton lead 6-3-39. Only a kick in it though. Essendon 3-15-33. Though Essendon 3-15-33. 6 points the difference as we go into the second half. Essendon with an atrocious second quarter in front of goal, kicking 1 goal 11 to Carlton's 2 goals 2. Still just a kick in it though. Can the Bombers do something up forward? Thompson, who kicked the first goal of the match for Essendon, can't get clear of that tackle. And it comes towards the centre wing position. Scholl goes down. Williams just about throws it out. O'Donnell on the end of the doubtful hand pass puts Essendon into attack. Carlton had the numbers. Buick gets it back to Ridley. Ridley onto Long, who missed a sitter late on the previous quarter, and that one off the hands of Milhana and through for only 1 behind. To make the difference now 5 points at Princes Park. 3 goals, 16. An amazing tally. Ball back into play. Mark taken by Ratton.
Carlton have been doing that well today, Peter, kicking out and finding a man.
12 Essendon players have scored behinds. Kick it up in a big pack of players with the flyer. Couldn't take the mark. Along to Bradley on centre wing. Spalding chips it in short. Tries to find Bradley again. He's made good ground to get down there. Outside 50. Simon Madden. Good duel between the two Maddens today, marking in front of Rhys Jones, who kicked a couple of goals in the first quarter, but he's been pretty quiet since. Anthony Danaher kicks out to Thompson, likewise covering plenty of ground. He'll get the Bombers moving again.
And around he goes and kicks it upwards towards the wing. Ratton is there. Hand pass, pretty good to Williams. Williams, kick, very close to the boundary line, bounces just inside in front of Stephen Kernahan and Stephen Alessio, and it's over for a boundary throw-in. Carlton individual stats: Bradley 9 and 7, Doolio 9 and 1, Dorotich 8 and 1, Athorn 7 and 4, Spalding 8 and 1, Scholl 10 and 1, Ratton 9 and 5. Here's a chance for O'Sullivan. He kicks it high from the back. Oh, a high jump there was from Bradley. O'Sullivan. Oh, he was at it and at it. Doolio. O'Sullivan again. He's kicked the goal.
Great hand pass.
Well, he hasn't. He's missed.
Doolio on the ground. I think it was that got it out to him, Robbo. An excellent hand pass.
Gee, it was a chance the first time when he burst through, but dispossessed, and eventually got it back and kicked a wonderful snapshot goal.
Luke O'Sullivan on screen. It's a dirty piece of play. It wasn't clean into the forward line, but nonetheless they all do count.
So Luke O'Sullivan getting the first goal of the third quarter. And again, Carlton making the most of opportunities up forward. Only 10 effective shots to 19. And the Blues with the lead. Out of the centre. Williams getting clear of his marker onto Kernahan, who's Carlton's leading goal scorer with 3.
And watch Williams go back and say thank you, Justin Madden.
Which he did.
Gee, that was fantastic play by Madden and Williams.
Kernahan's kicked 3 goals, 1. He got 2-1 in the second quarter. Missed a goal just before half-time that he should have kicked. So this to make Essendon's task pretty difficult. 40 metres out. Gets the goal. 4 goals to Stephen Kernahan. And Carlton bolt away. 8-3 to 3-16.
Classic piece of play. Simon trying to nullify Justin. But it's the big height advantage that Justin's got that came into play on that occasion. Down to Williams, who anticipated it well. And there was the hole which Williams dropped it into, and Kernahan ran in with confidence.
51 plays 34. Now Simon Madden gets it down to O'Donnell, who just gets his right foot to the ball. Dean picks it off, kicks it out in the path of Athorn. Handball back to Fraser Brown. Brown's kick, not too bad. He couldn't control it in the finish because Wanganeen did quite nicely to just make it awkward for Fraser Brown. And we'll have a boundary throw in between wing and half forward favouring the Blues. Simon Madden gets in front and does pretty well. D'Ulio first to the ball. Can't control it. Kilpatrick there for Essendon. Another throw-in will take place.
D'Ulio, one of Carlton's more dangerous players on the forward line today as the sun peeps through. One of the rare occasions this afternoon. The brothers Madden do it again. Knocked down to Williams. Excellent hand pass. Chipping in though as Kickett. It was intended for D'Ulio. Kickett. Oh, Bradley gets beaten by the leg break. Long comes out of a very big pack of players with the football. Awkward looking kick up over the half forward line. Getting back to retain possession for the Blues. Alvin onto Dorotich. Dorotich goes for the boundary line and/or Fraser Brown. Brown picks it up, kicks from a standing start down to left half forward. Good football, Carlton. O'Sullivan. Excellent smother by Denham, but he's got a second go again, O'Sullivan. Backs up well. Rhys Jones. Statuesque in front. Can't take the mark. Kickett in trouble. Well tackled by the hyphen, who comes out with the football. Will he give it to Williams? No. Aythorne. D'Ulio. Right foot snap. And gets the goal.
And give it to Rhys Jones.
He's been bombed.
Oh, Peter, it was terrific stuff.
Yes, you'd put that down as an assist, wouldn't you, to Rhys Jones in the end. D'Ulio got the goal, and the Blues go further ahead, 9-3 to 3-16.
Well, he's got his right clicking boots on today, this fellow in screen, Ron D'Ulio. He kicked 1 goal 3 last week. Kicked straight today, that's his second goal, and Essendon made a change. Somerville's come onto the ground and Wallace has gone off. Somerville gone into the forward pocket.
57 to 34. Blues have made a bit of a gap. Thompson's kick. Wide. Terry Danaher. Izard bounces high. Alvin may get him. No. Izard slick enough. Hand pass away to Chris Danaher. Kick is smothered by Dean. Gee, that's good footy. Ratton picks it off. Gets it out to Bradley. Bradley on the wing. Plenty of space. And he kicks it high in towards full forward. Rhys Jones, a good punch from behind. Kick it there. Pulled off it a little bit there by Rhys Jones. In goes Rhys again. And in the back, I would suggest, against Rhys Jones. Kick it with a smile on his face. And he will take the kick for Essendon.
A couple of fiery customers.
Rhys Jones asking the question, but it was pretty obvious. And Derek Kickett has the football.
Kicks up towards centre wing. Justin Madden in front of Somerville. We had an interesting duel between the brothers this afternoon. Centering kick from him. D'Ulio the target. He has to do some defensive work to try to knock it away. Knocks it eventually onto Brown. If he can pick it up, it's like a piece of soap. Shoots out the hand pass. Rhys Jones, a chance. Kilpatrick, shepherded by Long. The only option is the boundary line to keep it away from O'Sullivan. He succeeded in doing that, but there might be a free kick. On the shoulder, says Brian Sheehan. I think Wanganeen might take this kick. Yes, he will. And Gavin Wanganeen in the left back pocket for Essendon. That breeze has stiffened a little bit. So too is Carlton's resolve, I think. Simon
Madden's gone into the forward pocket. Somerville on the ball.
Big pack of players out there. None can mark it. Williams. Spalding. Kickett. Denham. Thompson. Thompson up to midfield. Plenty of bombers running there. Danaher misjudged it. That was Terry. Long. Blind hand pass. Buick. You're gone. Dean. Good tackle. Madden in the goal square. Off the ground. No. Can't kick it. Bounced the wrong way for him. And it might be rushed over for a behind. It's not Essendon's day.
The ball just did not roll properly. It wasn't Simon's inability to be able to pick it up, but the ball just didn't run right.
Did you get the feeling maybe he thought it was going to bounce all the way through?
He was going to try and kick it off the ground, but the ball wouldn't come up for him.
Did it ever happen to you, Don?
Many a time. All the time.
So Sexton will kick in. A comedy of errors on Essendon's forward line, 3:17.
The kick goes past Dorotich. He's pushed away by Denham, and really that's all Denham could do, but he gave away the free kick. Dorotich kicks it further away from danger for Carlton, but the mark is taken by Chris Danaher on centre wing for the Bombers. Essendon will need to hold their position now until three-quarter time if they're to have any chance in this game. From the marking contest, a free kick has been picked out of it. It's going to Terry Danaher. He's just forward of the centre. They had 2 kicks from goal for Essendon.
There's not many options.
He has to bomb away. Justin Madden gets back. Can't take the mark. Izzard runs onto it. Snapshot by Izzard. Looks pretty good, but he hasn't hooked it quite enough. And it's through for his third behind for the day, Izzard. Well, he's not the only guilty party. Essendon 3-18 as Dorotic kicks it back into play and does it pretty well. Into the path of Hannah, and he runs away from Simon Madden. After one bounce, he hooks the kick. Centre half forward. No mark taken. Opportunity for Kernahan. Pushed off the football by Alessio. Still Alessio. Taps it on. Could have nearly been throwing it. Denham. Chris Danaher, well done. Hills has a chance. Off the ground in front of O'Sullivan. He's caught with the ball. Dispossessed. O'Sullivan slips the hand pass wide at a shoal. He gathers it. Gets past Buick. And then kicks a very ordinary one in towards the 50-metre line. Kick it rebounds. Back it goes to Hills. He's dragged off the football. Bradley. Oh, well done, Gary O'Donnell. Desperate stuff. It finishes with Somerville. Kernahan. Somerville gives away ground. Anthony Danaher near the goal square, and he will clear for Essendon.
Kilpatrick from right back pocket. Getting very dark here. Harvey. Short pass. Up the centre wing.
Oh.
Long. Brown chasing him. Dorotic. Fingertips to it. Ridley over the top. This time Madden. Out it goes to Izzard. His snapshot looks okay. Finally, Essendon get a goal. So the Bombers still in this contest despite atrocious kicking. 4-18 to 9-3. They trail by only 15 points.
Well, why didn't the umpire see that free kick on centre wing when Long took the legs of Ratton right from underneath him? It was right in front of the umpire, and there they've made a change, Carlton. You can see there Chris Bond picking up Alan Izzard. Tom Elvin's gone off. Elvin's injured. He just couldn't keep up with Izzard.
So Izzard has kicked 1 goal, 3 out of Essendon's tally of 4 goals, 18. 15 points the difference at Princes Park. The Bombers remarkably still in this match despite atrocious kicking. Out it comes to O'Donnell from Hills. That's as far as they're going. Dean takes the mark at half back.
And a quick kick by Dean out towards O'Sullivan. Punched away by Kickett. O'Sullivan keeps his eyes on the football. Gets around, a sweeping hand pass. Sets it up for Bradley. Goes back to O'Sullivan. The Rhino, as he's affectionately known as Carlton. Kicks towards full forward. It's punched down. D'Ulio in there. Rhys Jones goes in hard. Anthony Danaher. The umpire allows play to go on. It favours Fraser Brown. Hand pass goes back to Justin Madden. Justin Madden goes bang. Floating punt kick. Full forward. Chris Danaher. Williams. Kick off the ground by Harvey. And goes over for a boundary throw in the forward pocket for Carlton.
The club physio running out to Michael Long. He's limping, but the physio has stopped his run, so obviously Long recovered.
Away goes Hills. Second bounce, tries to get the hand pass. Brown rebounds, and unfortunately for Brown, his kick was a little too fierce. Rhys Jones and Anthony Danaher watching the ball go over for a boundary throw in. Left forward pocket for Carlton. Spalding in front of Simon Madden. Bradley. Oh, Harvey. Was that against you? Yes. A trip, says the umpire. And Bradley will have a shot for goal from 40 metres out. And the breeze blowing from right to left will favour this kick by Craig Bradley. Very much the professional in his attitude to sport is Craig Bradley. So we'll watch this kick with keen interest. 19 possessions. This will be his 20th. He kicks and he makes no mistake.
Would you believe that that's Craig Bradley's first goal for the season?
Find it difficult to accept, but there you go.
A man who picks up as many positions as what he does, you really would find that difficult. But yeah, no, I shouldn't say that actually. I'm looking at last week's total. He didn't kick a goal last week, only got 2 points.
Second.
But he hasn't kicked many goals nonetheless.
Only his second for the year.
So back into the centre. Bradley getting Carlton's 4th goal for the quarter. 21 points the difference again. The Bombers must hang on. Out of the centre, O'Donnell playing his 100th game this afternoon. Denham, beautifully done. Izzard over the top. Madden stumbles at the crucial moment. Bond, and the ball might be rushed through. No, it's still in play. Hannah to Dorotich. Hill's a little bit late on the scene.
Mopped up well then, Carlton, but Simon Madden slipping at the critical stage.
Essendon player in the hands of the trainers as we come back to Bradley. Ratton at midfield. Carlton players with plenty of run in their legs in the third quarter. Marking contest at half forward. Harvey at the back. A good spoil. Ball onto the centre wing position. Long. If he can pick it up, he can. Long looping hand pass that covers 25 metres onto his skipper Thompson. Centering kick from him. Good strong mark to Dean.
Don't worry about this bloke. He'll give you 101% every week.
He wouldn't pitch his beer in a pub. Somerville and Justin Madden. Loose ball on centre wing. Thompson's there. Paddles it in front of him. The boundary line is close. Thompson's out of bounds. The ball isn't, according to the boundary umpire. Over the head of Denham. Bradley. A nice balk. Thought about giving it back to Hogg but didn't. Long bomb to half forward. Essendon has the numbers. Kick it. Nearly had the mark. O'Sullivan. And kick it. Kernahan. Williams. Nearly taken. Aythorne. Out the back to Williams. The Diesel with the left foot. Into space at full forward. Chance for Carlton. Diulio. The goal sneak. Around Danaher. Looks for the free kick. Should get it.
Yes, he handballed the ball on the ground, and Danaher fell into the trap of tackling him when he didn't have possession of the ball. Now back on the 50-metre line, Luke O'Sullivan is in the hands of the trainers. I think he's suffering. He was holding his toe, usually an indication he's suffering from cramp. There he is.
Diulio runs around. He's not going to get this goal, and it's out of bounds on the full. So a free kick will go Essendon's way, to be taken in the back pocket by Stephen Alessio, who has been given the job by Kevin Sheedy today on Steve Kernahan. Not a task you would envy. Awkward passage of play. Might be an Essendon free kick out of all that going to Somerville. Umpire Sheehan indicates that. He gives it away to Denham, and here come the Bombers again.
Denham goes from half back and kicks it in towards the centre. A good kick too. It's been marked there by Ridley. Ridley up towards full forward. No mark taken. Bond leaves it behind. Izzard's a chance. Always a chance. O'Donnell caught. Threw it out. Brown doing well. He and Long have had a wonderful tussle on one wing. Scholl has played well for Carlton. Away goes the hand pass to Bond. Bond in towards the centre. Spalding gathers it. Awkward. Hand pass away. Sexton coming up from full back. Kicks it in towards full forward. Rhys Jones beaten for it, this time by Anthony Danaher. And Anthony may be only too happy to see that go over the boundary line in that left forward pocket for the Blues. Well, that went from one end of the ground to the other very, very quickly. As we have a look at the tackles, 22-8 in favour of Carlton. And more importantly, their tackles have dispossessed Essendon and set it up on a few occasions for the Blues. Oh, good tackle Wanganeen on Aythorne, and the umpire does it very well, umpire Sheehan, allowing play to go on. Dean, mark of the day, Peter Dean, applauded by Don Scott. You love courage, Donny. And there it was, personified by Peter Dean to the 50-metre line. No mark taken. Wanganeen gets it away. Buick, very tight, but he got his kick away. Knocked on by Denham. Knocked on by Terry Danaher. Finishes with Long. Long's kick to half forward. No mark taken. Ratton is there with Bond and Mark Thompson. And the umpire will be forced to bounce it at right half forward for Essendon.
Dean Wallace about to come on for Essendon. He started at full forward. Wallace taken off the ground a little while ago. Who are they going to replace him with?
Terry Danaher and Justin Madden do battle. It's slapped down to Williams. To Brown. A clever knock on. Tried to find Bradley. It wasn't as clever as perhaps it might have been or could have been. And Bradley takes the ball out of bounds.
That finessing stuff, if it works, looks magnificent. If it doesn't, it looks a little awkward.
If it doesn't, you could be accused of Learising, Robbo, can't you?
A little bit.
Terry Danaher. Justin Madden hits the deck. He might get a free kick for Carlton. The advantage is paid. Ratton takes advantage of it. Finds a man. Hannah, who was spoken to by the runner a short time back, so he's well upfield. Looks for Kernahan, finds him in front of Alessio 50 metres out from goal.
Simon Madden's gone off the ground too, and he's been replaced by Wallace at full forward.
A goal here by Kernahan, which would be his 5th if he's to get it, would make Essendon's task pretty difficult. Especially as they've only kicked 4 goals, 18 so far, to 10-3.
I'd like to have the same chance of winning Tats Lotto as Kernahan has got of kicking his 5th goal.
A few million to 1.
Look at the result.
You'd like the result.
That's what I mean.
5 goals, 1 to Steve Kernahan, and Carlton kicked well clear by 27 points, 11-3 to 4-18.
Well, that's his 396th career goal in the AFL. Only 4 off the 400. And he is a very, very accurate kick for goals, Stephen Kernahan. 28 goals coming into this game this season. 28-16. Gives you an indication of how accurate he is.
Back into the centre. 27 points the difference. A good quarter by Carlton so far. Some of them around Bradley from a standing start to half forward. Inside 50, one-on-one duel and a good mark taken by Alan Izard. Essendon will have the advantage of this slight breeze in the last quarter. Hardly a 5-goal gale though. He's taking too long.
Done well this quarter, Izard. Got away from Elvin. Elvin was injured, but he's getting away from Bond.
Wallace makes a lead. Oh! That was too high.
Wow.
Mark, free kick or whatever. And temper's becoming frayed. For, need I say, the obvious, and he's reversed it around.
Well, all because of that silly bit of play there by Ridley, I think it was. Totally unnecessary.
And Wallace is all right anyway.
And the umpire will let play go on now to just get the players away from the scene of that little ruckus.
And Wallace got up and remonstrated with Dean, thinking he was the man that took him down.
Punch goes back towards Hogg. Hogg, who's as tough as old boots. His kick awkward for Long. Long does it pretty well. Handball over the top. Terry Danaher. Kick across his body. Not all that effective. Justin Madden gathers and plays on. Denham drops the mark. Spalding's got him, but he gets his kick away. Up towards half forward. No one home. Justin Madden takes about his 6th mark for the day. Short pass is okay, and he puts it on the chest of Fraser Brown, who in turn spots Bradley further afield at half-back. Sexton's on his own, but Bradley's allowed to run on. Attempted bounce, failed, but he was able to gather. Kick towards half-forward, kick it, did very, very well. Blocked it at least, kick off the ground by Harvey, and that'll be marked in turn by Ratton. Ratton's got Hannah wide, but he elects to go straight towards centre half forward where Rhys Jones has made the lead. Anthony Danaher does a little holding job. Kernahan, he's got his foot to the ball. D'Ulio will kick a goal. Oh, he's missed it.
He should have picked that up.
Clean bowling. Kilpatrick. Left back pocket. Little kick goes out towards the 50-metre line in front of Scholl. And Hills.
He was in a position to pick that up then.
Like Simon Madden at the other end, Don.
Oh, no, that was different. He could have done something there.
Well, a little bit of misunderstanding by Ron D'Ulio.
So Kernahan and Alessio do battle. Terry Danaher. Oh, gee, not too many options for him there. I think the boundary line was the only one, as it's picked up by Brett Scholl. But the boundary umpire will throw it in. 5.5 minutes left of this term. 27 points the difference in Carlton's favour. And the Bombers looking in a bit of bother. They did not want to concede another goal before 3/4 time, if at all possible. Wanganeen gets them out of danger. Kicks to centre wing. Good mark taken by Ridley. One of the young blonde Bomber rookies, playing only his 4th AFL game. Madden again. He's played a few more. He's taken a few more marks today. That's about his 7th or 8th. John Dorotich. Madden doing well in defence. Well, they like this fellow, D'Ulio. He's quick and he scores goals. Up towards full forward, Harvey. And I don't think he liked the treatment there. He took the mark. Would have probably got the free kick anyway. Kick number 16 for Mark Harvey. Goes out wide. Looks for Denham. Finds him. Denham's done well since he's been on the ground. Wanganeen has given the Bombers a little bit of drive around the packs, which they were lacking. Ridley punches from behind. Sexton might get the free kick.
Alicio's gone down a centre half forward or full forward. I don't know who's gone to pick up Kernahan. We'll try and find who Kernahan's opponent is.
Up and under kick from Sexton. Only travels about 40 metres. Spalding in front. Couldn't mark.
Terry Danaher looks like he's got the job on Kernahan.
Denham's hand pass went the wrong way. Hills trying to get clear. Hogg's got him, holding the ball.
Gee, that's a great effort by Matthew Hogg then.
Hogg has got the free kick. Too far out to score. Kick and a half from goal. Getting underneath the ball for Carlton was Welsh, who's just come onto the ground. Late replacement for Steve Silvani. Boundary throw in, left forward pocket. 69 plays 42. Brown missed it off the ground from Chris Danaher up to the 50-metre line. Carlton players there are plenty. Bradley to Aythorne. Aythorne a short pass, excellent play, and Hogg's taken the mark. Hogg about 40 metres from goal.
Both junior footballers together at East Keilor. They both went to Essendon, then to Footscray, and then their paths separated. One went off to Fitzroy Sydney, that was Aythorne, and now they've finally come together again. Aythorne and Hogg.
Football's gypsies, Don. So Matthew Hogg for his first score of the day. It will be a score, it won't be a goal. And he's kicked only one behind. So a point to Carlton. Bomber fans breathe again. 11-4 to 4-18, under 3 minutes in the term.
Yes, if Carlton can get one more goal, I think that the task for Essendon then will be a surmountable one. Harvey dumps Hogg at centre-half back. Anthony Danaher goes on with it and kicks it wide. Kernahan in front, but Buick at the bottom of the pack does very well. Handball for Long. Long's going to get run down. Harassed by Williams and tackled in magnificent fashion around the waist, and he's penalised.
Maybe one hand slipped a little high, but really Brian Sheehan saw Hogg dumped by Harvey and didn't pay it.
Long's kicked to centre-half forward. It's punched away. Wanganeen run down. The tackle is good again. Was it Hogg again? Bradley. Ratton. Williams. A sweeping hand pass. Hannah. He'll bounce it. He's caught by the trousers. That should be penalised for dropping it. Play goes on. Spalding. Kick wide. Kernahan's a chance. Gathers the awkward ball very, very nicely. Short kick. Kick it. Oh no, a good mark taken by Welsh for Carlton. And Rowan Welsh has an excellent chance to kick a goal for the Blues. He's played one game and kicked 2 goals. And this is only his second game of AFL footy. Not a bad kick. It's a goal. What a beautiful kick by Rowan Welsh. He gets his first goal. The Blues kick their 12th. And the accuracy of Carlton, 12-4. The inaccuracy of Essendon, 4-18. And a big difference on the scoreboard.
Well, that tells the story, doesn't it? Welsh from St Bernard's went to Essendon, then off to Dandenong. Couldn't make it at Essendon. Picked up 33rd in the March draft. That's a good pickup by Carlton.
Welsh getting his first goal and Carlton's 12th. 34 points the lead has ballooned out to. Thompson out of the centre, tried to get it to Buick. Sexton's in the road for Carlton. Kicks it back to the half-forward line, only to see Mark Harvey in the road for the Bombers. He's been a good player for the Bombers today, as those stats will verify. Kick number 17. Harvey to the outer side. Ridley was late on the scene. Denham looks for Hills, who's been fairly constructive. This is where they're breaking down, and they do again. Good mark taken by Bond.
Free kick to Dorotich. He was pushed out before Bond took that mark.
Dorotich has matured, Don, in his
my word, this year has been terrific.
Approach to the game.
Kilpatrick could have been held there. Nothing for it. Williams. O'Donnell. Brown. And out the back comes Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick at right half back flank. Hugs the boundary line with the kick. A low trajectory job if ever there was one. Brett Ratton centering kick off. Plenty of options here. Milhana has moved well down the field. Fast for a big fellow. Spears the pass into the full forward line, and Kernahan, he couldn't take it. Plenty of weight being used there. Buick out to kick it. Somerville.
Oh, dropping it.
Drop it. No, the umpire says play on.
Now holding the man.
Thompson.
Peter Cameron lost control in.
Was that a comedy of errors, or was it not? Anyway, the siren's gone for three-quarter time. It's 12-4, 76 Carlton. A good term by the Blues. They booted 6 majors. The Bombers 4-18, 42. quarter from Princes Park, and Carlton, it would appear, holding a match-winning lead of 34 points, restricting Essendon to 2 goals since quarter time. Bombers certainly have had a forward line in disarray today. Kick up by Ratton towards full forward. Kernahan, he could make it another one here at the start of the final quarter, and he has done. And that's just what Kevin Sheedy didn't want.
Well, luck's a fortune, isn't it? Because Kernahan slipped over as the ball was coming down. I thought he wouldn't get involved in general play, but it was Welsh who came over and hit the ball onto Kernahan, who was very quick to his feet, and he's gone in and he's kicked his 6th goal.
6 goals to Steve Kernahan, and that came up in 10 seconds play in the final quarter. And really, if there was a sealer, one would suggest that could be it. 13-4 to 4-18. The worst quarter for Essendon was the second, when they kicked 1 goal 11. At that stage they were still in the contest. Hogg and Anthony Danaher, good tackle by Buick. The ball spills free, shuffled at the bottom of the pack to Somerville, who couldn't get a clean possession. Socket out to Alessio, picked up by Williams. He'll look for a hand pass, not one of his best. Dean, take it and then taken down. Umpire Peter Cameron calls play on Buick. A quick hand pass and picked up by Bradley.
And Bradley does well, finds some space for himself. His kick up towards the wing. Dulio slips over, kick off the ground by Kilpatrick, and the mark is taken by Thompson. And Mark Thompson, I would suggest, would be within scoring distance. The wind would be blowing, or what breeze there is, would be blowing straight at his back. The kick is not bad into the square, and Hannah bangs it from behind through for a rush behind to Essendon.
Anthony Danaher is picking up Brett Scholl. That's an interesting one because Scholl's playing on the wing. Danaher started at full back.
Well, they'd have to do some pretty drastic
Now that's
things,
well picked out, because there was a lot of holding going on there. Actually, Essendon were at fault too, but Brian Shearns picked up one. It's going to Simon Madden.
Would they be made aware, Don, do you think?
Third time today, actually, they've done that.
By the coaches, maybe?
No, it's the umpires. Because the umpires
maybe the
advise them.
coaches are saying, look, there's a lot of holding
Well,
going
I don't know what goes on between the coaches and Bill Della, but I'm glad they're starting to pick a lot of that up, because it's everywhere on the ground.
Kilpatrick for Essendon. Kicks it back towards half forward. Terry Danaher intelligently flips it through the back, and as he went past the football, he was pushed. It's Anthony Danaher, rather. His kick to centre half forward, Simon Madden. He's got it. He's marked it in front of Dorotich, and Simon Madden will have a shot from about 45 metres out. And
the distance could be a problem here, Robbo, because he's a specialist over 30 metres. Very, very accurate, but when he's got to go for distance, could be another problem.
I'll have 20 cents with you that he can
Righto,
kick this goal. Simon Madden from 45 metres.
Oh.
Gets underneath it a little bit, but he's put it through. A goal to Essendon.
Terrific kick by the old fellow. A good kick.
2 goals, 1. Simon Madden's tally out of the Bombers' effort of 5-19. They trail by over 5 goals.
And here's 20 cents, Robbo.
Well, does that give them some sort of a hope? I guess it does, but they're a long way behind still.
The thing is, Peter, that they've only been able to kick 5 goals, and we're already into the last quarter. They've got to be able to kick another 6 to Carlton's 0 as far as goals are concerned to win the game.
So Simon Madden gives Essendon some hope. 49 plays 82 at Princes Park. Little Denham, who's played well since he came on, gets it out to Hills. Socket away by Hogg. Harvey runs straight at Spalding, who comes up with the football. Tackled well by Denham. The ball spills free into the arms of Williams. And Diesel doesn't waste too many possessions. On to Bradley, around Wanganeen. Looks for Rhys Jones, who kicked 2 in the first quarter. Aythorne has missed.
Gary O'Donnell's now got the job, I think, at full back or back pocket on Welsh.
First score of the day to Aythorne, a behind. 13-5 to 5-19. Gary O'Donnell in his 100th game. Not one so far that he'd care to remember, as the Bombers have struggled for goals. Scoreboard tells us that story. Somerville got the front position. Brown might have been taken high. Good tackle by Long. Williams tackled by 2 of them. And Denham comes out with the footy. Well played. Denham straight down the ground to half forward. Intended for kick it. Knock away by Hannah. Danaher looks for the free kick. That's Chris Danaher. 3 of them playing today, and the mark at midfield taken by Darren Buick. Right in the centre circle. Buick to half forward through the gloom here at Princes Park, and Ridley doesn't let him down. Wearing Paul Vanderhaar's old jumper. playing only his 4th senior game. Todd Ridley will kick from outside 50. He's taken a pretty long run up.
Is that really 50 here at Princes Park?
You'd better ask Colo that, Don. Ridley right on the 50-metre line. He's got underneath it a little bit. Loses distance, but there's a mark. Madden. He's had mixed luck in front of goals today.
Get your 20 cents back, Don, if you like.
No. Oh, hang on.
He's kicked 2 goals, 1 at the other end of the ground. Had a fresh air shot when shooting for goal. Left foots it through. He's kicked 3. So Madden gives the Bombers a little ray of hope. 13-5 to 6-19.
Well, he's only had 9 kicks for the game, but he's kicked 3 goals with those 9 kicks. In actual fact, he's had 11 possessions for the game. He really does make them count, Simon Madden. He's been off the bench as well. He went off in the 3rd quarter. He's had an interesting battle with his brother at the centre bounces and around the ground.
So play recommences back at the centre. Chance for Buick. Athorn, some space, long the tackler. Athorn's kick, nearly marked by Hills, but brilliantly done by Williams. Away to Bond, further forward. Bradley will nearly get a goal here. Casually goes Craig Bradley, and he smacks it straight through the centre.
He definitely lined those up, Craig Bradley. That's his 3rd goal for the season, and the way he ran into that, he was just so deliberate. He steadied down, he really did balance himself, make sure of it, and let it go from 35 to 40 metres out. A good kick for goal, a deliberate kick.
And one of the anomalies of football is that Craig Bradley, I'm fairly certain, at one stage was signed by Essendon, and it was lapsed, and either lapsed or Carlton did one of their Houdini tricks and snaffled him. And he's now been playing, for 6 years at Carlton and doing very, very well. Great player.
Back into the centre. Bradley getting his 2nd goal. Carlton 14-5 to the Bombers 6-19. A stalemate develops and we'll see another bounce. Yes, Craig Bradley today, 28 possessions. He's taken 7 marks and capped it up with 2 goals all after half-time, or both after half-time. Umpire Sheehan puts it down again. Justin Madden slaps it out wide. Buick couldn't handle it. There's a free kick going Carlton's way.
No,
it's going the other way now. Harvey, or who's going to take it?
Kilpatrick.
One of the Bomber rookies. Or too long for Somerville.
50 metres.
So that will bring Matthew Hogg up towards the left half forward line. A little bit of jostling in the foreground. Anthony Danaher with his opponent down there, Brett Scholl, but back with the play, back with Hogg between wing and half forward. Former Footscray player. Kernahan, a juggle, knocked away by Wallace. Spalding overruns it. Kernahan again, ridden into the ground.
Yeah.
And that will be against Sean Denham. He certainly made sure the umpire saw it. 6 goals to his credit so far, Steve Kernahan.
It's a crude effort by Denham, really.
Any interest here, Donny?
I'm down, aren't I? I'm down, what, 40? No, we're about even. Okay.
The money's on the desk, Don, I believe.
Yeah, well, I'll have another go at it. He'll kick it.
Kernahan was 6-1 against his name. He's been on target this afternoon. He's missed this one. Might not even be a score, but it's going to be a mark, I think. Yes. The Welsh kicked a goal late in the 3rd quarter. He's the later replacement for Steve Silvani. Only playing his 2nd game. Sorrento TAB might be a little bit short in the tilt on. Banana kick. What's he done with it? One behind. So 1-1 against the name of Welsh. 14-6 to 6-19.
Now Derek Kicker's going off. Alan Izzard coming on. Now Izzard, I thought, did well in the third quarter, yet he was sat on the bench at three-quarter time.
Good tackle by Thompson. Reece Jones spins into trouble. DiIulio, and the ball taken through for a behind. Michael Patrick, 14-7 to 6-19, 91-55. Under 18 minutes left in this match. If the Bombers are going to get back into it, Robbo, they need some quick goals.
Yes, Terry Danaher kicks to this near side. Spalding, oh, he had it, spilled it, and eventually it bounces free of Earl Spalding's hands and over for a boundary throw in. Right half forward for Carlton, Justin Madden, Hills, chance for Long, away he goes to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick, who's played fairly well for Essendon. Dean, strong, but a good tackle by Anthony Danaher. Played by Alessio, picked up by Williams. Brilliant football. Brown's little kick is good. Bradley to Hannah. Hannah's got pace. Handballs it in front of himself. Backs himself. He's going to get caught, but he gets the hand pass away. The umpire giving him every advantage. The kick by DiIulio. Welsh has a chance. Very well done. Rowan Welsh. Aythorne high. Kilpatrick. And Essendon will get clear from half back. And I'm sure, Don, you thought that Aythorne was going to take a specky. Kick towards the half forward area. Ridley leaves it for Chris Danaher. Chris Danaher from 50 metres out. Shot for goal. Has just missed. And Chris Danaher adds his name to the list of behind scorers for Essendon.
14, Robbo.
Well, there's been a lot of them during the afternoon. 20 of them. Dorotich kicks into the near side. Sexton runs. It bounces beautifully for him. And he kicks it. There's no one home. Anthony Danaher. He could get run down by Aythorne, but he gets the hand pass away. Ridley's a big chance. Hand pass over the top. Denham. Aythorne just a little late. Punched. Justin Madden. Bond. Williams. Oh, they nearly all stood still. Bond. Wider still. Scholl. His high kick. Looking for Kernahan. And it's punched away by Wallace. Bradley lamenting the chance there at the bottom of the pack. And a boundary throw-in will take place. Centre wing on this cricket club side of the ground. As over the top Kernahan gets it to Williams.
17 hand passes to Williams now. Bond, centering kick from him. Harvey in the road, marking in front of DiIulio.
Interesting battle between he and Spalding. Spalding the height, Harvey not as tall, but certainly has done well at centre-half back.
Mark Harvey goes the long way home, especially now that Bond has taken the mark. Not really a good option there. Not good vision. So Bond kicks it back to Harvey and Spalding, who appeared to be held. Spalding's the first to recover, shoots at the hand pass. Kernahan bends the kick back in front of goal. Marking contest. 3 Essendon players are there. None can take it. Reece Jones sees the ball land in the arms of Michael Long, who goes straight down the ground, and a good mark taken by Danaher. That's Anthony Danaher, maybe the longest kick in the side. Goes short with this one.
Oh, well done.
Looking for Simon Madden, who led out well. The veteran, maybe shaded today by his taller brother, taller and younger. And what a great player he's been for Essendon. 3 goals today against his name, and as such Essendon's leading goal kicker. The rest are singles, and they haven't got many. Only 6 goals. Madden this time. Looks as though he's got it. He has. He's got 4 goals, 1. His tally as Essendon come to 7-20, trailing Carlton 14-7.
It's a good lead by Madden, but when you play in today's football, you can lead with confidence because the players up the ground have got terrific skills in delivering the ball.
Well, Essendon's
not out of pass.
Not out of the contest, Don, but they'd need to get a couple of quick ones now, wouldn't they? If they're to stay in it. Second quarter was their downfall. Carlton only kicked 2 goals, 2 then. But Essendon, plenty of use of the football, kicked 1 goal, 11. So after trailing at quarter time by 9 points, they trailed at half time by 6. So back into the centre after Simon Madden kicked that goal. Farmed out of the centre square there by Denham. DiIulio. Denham in pursuit. DiIulio gets there first and gets claimed. He's got speed, the former VFA star. Kicks into the pocket. O'Donnell, Reece Jones, look for the mark. There was none. There might be a free kick.
Why wasn't it a mark?
Not far enough.
No, I thought it rebounded off a foot. When Doolio's kick went into the full forward area, everyone threw their boot at it and it rebounded, and I'm sure David Reece Jones thought it was going to be paid as a mark. It'd be an interesting one to have a look at the replay.
He won't worry now. Kernahan was the target. Long, slips over.
Oh, good tackle.
And Essendon through Chris Danaher will get clear.
Fight on behind play.
Has kicked towards centre wing, over the top of Scholl. Anthony Danaher, Reece Jones and Long having a bit of a dip at each other. Play goes on and Scholl has the football and takes it over for a throw-in just forward of the wing. The fans just letting everyone know what was happening behind play as Justin Madden and Somerville go for the football. Somerville, a little kick off the ground. Thompson can't take it anywhere. Still Mark Thompson over the football. Anthony Danaher and Craig Bradley. And the players go down over the top of each other and the umpire will call for a bounce. Well, the conditions have been a little bit awkward. The ground just a tad slippery. Slight breeze blowing and fairly cold conditions, although the players would be well and truly warmed up. This is the last quarter. Aythorn, Denham, and still the umpire yet to clear the pack. We predict nearly now that a free kick had come out of this, Don, do you think?
Play in front is the order of the day because the umpire wants to try and break it up.
Madden's big punch does just that. Aythorn, good tackle, Wanganeen. Oh, it was an excellent tackle. Maybe the umpire thinking that Aythorn had no chance of getting rid of it. No comment.
I was looking at the supporters over the fence going crooked Peter Cameron. Who'd want to be an umpire?
Ratton. A high kick by Brett Ratton near the centre. Awkward bounce. Still awkward, but well controlled by Bond. Hand pass into the path of Bradley. Goes to Welsh. Welsh from 50 metres. Rowan Welsh has kicked the goal of the day.
Set up beautifully again by Craig Bradley with a lightning fast hand pass, wasn't it?
Well, I think whenever you see goals kicked like that, it has to come from very, very good team play.
Well, that's his third goal, would you believe? Oh, his second. I've already had him marked down for that goal and wrote it in again. There he is. He's come off interchange, Welsh.
I must line up to get paid at your TAB, Don. Back into the centre. Somerville and Justin Madden do battle. Izzard swings onto the right foot. Wanganeen claimed. Kilpatrick likewise is able to get a hand pass away to Danaher. He's claimed by Ratton. And the ball spills into the arms of Milhana. He's played a very solid game today. Bradley up high and Cops one high. He's down, Bradley. Free kick, says the umpire.
BOG.
I don't think you get too many arguments from me, Robbo, on that. Impressive stats. He's capped it off with a couple of goals. Reece Jones, he kicked two in the first quarter. Haven't seen too much of him since then. Giving it to Williams. Former, shall we say, adversaries. The Bombers out of defence. Izzard. Madden, Danaher. Bradley. Back to Big Harry, who kicks from a standing start in towards the 50-metre line. Williams to Reece Jones. And Mark Harvey has marked it right on the line. Transfers it to the member side of Princes Park. And Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick to centre wing.
24th possession for that player.
Good afternoon's work, isn't it? Dean, always solid. Might be a whistle-off play here. There has been. It's going to be a Carlton ball. DiUlio through the gloom at right centre wing. He's got Dean running for him.
Oh, it was a good kick too, Peter, though. Excellent kick by DiUlio because Dean was running all the way down the ground and he just put it into the path of that player.
So Dean won't have a shot at goal, and Bond, who looks pretty fresh.
Actually, that was terrific play because Bond started on centre wing behind Dean, saw there was a hole there and took off at 1,000,000 miles an hour and really created that play. It was terrific effort from this little fellow here.
Bad angle for him with under 10 minutes left in the match. The Blues would be looking for percentage.
Highly regarded, this young man, with Jimmy Buckley's old number.
kicks at goal and maybe has just missed to the near side. One behind, says the goal umpire. So a point kicked by Chris Bond, his first score of the day. 15-8 to 720, 98 plays 62. So a difference of 36 points or 6 goals, whichever you'd like. And Terry Danaher kicks the ball back into play.
And he goes to the far side. Izzard jumps high. Kernahan infringes. And Izzard will take the free kick, much to the delight of the Essendon supporters. The free kicks have been 29 to Carlton, 25 to Essendon. Somerville can't mark. Kick it, bumped off the football. Williams, ever productive. Bradley in turn. Williams is caught by Chris Danaher. Should be penalised. Play goes on. Denham. Buick spots a player. Anthony Danaher punched away by Scholl. Anthony Danaher recovers, gets the hand pass away, but he gives away the football. Brown in turn to Dean, who is growing in stature as the day wears on. Chance for Welsh. He had a fresh air punch at it. Spalding, he left it behind. Earl Spalding. And the boundary throw-in will take place about 60 metres from the Carlton goal at left half forward. Kernahan doing the ruck work, tries to tap it down. Bradley's got it. Free kick has been picked out of it. It may go to Kernahan, is it? A report? Is there a report?
Don't think so.
No, the free kick is going the other way to Dean Wallace. Well, the crowd cheering madly over there. I thought it was going to Kernahan for 1 minute. Wallace kicks it back near the centre. Buick runs beautifully. He's going to get caught. Well done, Hogg. A way to kick it from 50 metres, puts it into the path of Hills. It goes straight through that player and Carlton will clear. Ratton and Bond. Bond's handball. Sexton and the Blues out of trouble with composure. It finishes with Bradley on centre wing.
Craig Bradley up to Rhys Jones. Hannah to Aythorne. Excellent smother. Gee, that was nearly a throw. Long. Smother was by Denham. Kilpatrick has the run of the ball. Well, almost. Danaher, good block by Chris Danaher to keep his opponent at bay. Kick up towards half forward. Ridley, Thompson shot at goal, might bounce through. It's going. It's nearly gone, but only through for one behind. Kicked by Mark Thompson. He got the first goal of the day for Essendon. So his tally is now 1 goal 1. 15-8 to 721.
And another behind scorer for Essendon.
Yes, that's right.
What's that a list
15,
of? About 15.
15, I think. That'd be a record. Not one I think they'd be proud of, Robbo, just the same. But that 1-11 in the second quarter really didn't help their cause, and they haven't been able to get back on track since then. Scholl to the outer side. Kernahan his target. Wallace is right there with him. That's out of bounds. Is it on the full? No, says the boundary umpire. Touched on the way over. And so a throw in. We'll need Miner's lamps here to see. It doesn't come up that much on screen, but pretty dark at Princes Park. Kernahan and Wallace. Williams, free kick going Essendon's way.
Yeah, against Kernahan. Wallace will cop it. A little bit of blood coming from Kernahan's nose.
Wallace tries.
Oh, Stephen, that is 50 metres. Oh,
torpedo punt.
Now, why didn't the umpire pay that?
He looked straight at it.
Oh,
said nothing in it.
unbelievable.
Ratton's kick. Back to the middle. Welsh. Kilpatrick. Good tackle. Ball spills free. O'Donnell runs straight into Welsh. And Izzard comes away with the football. Spears the pass up towards half forward. Peter Dean in the road. Dorotich on the burst. Up from full back. Solid game from John Dorotich. DiUlio into full forward. Rhys Jones has the set. Hasn't got the mark. He plays on and gets it. The hyphen makes it through. And they love him.
Well, he had the sit. Peter called it. He had it. He just couldn't control it. But then he's followed up and he's kicked his third.
16-8 to 721.
He kicked 2 in the first quarter.
Actually, I thought he marked it. Would you have paid that mark if the player had a grab?
Well, it was happened a little too quickly for me because he was behind. I thought Danaher going back on him. I don't know whether he really did control it, but he played on nonetheless.
So back in the centre with 5.5 minutes left. A few of the crowd now starting to leave the ground. Bond, Anthony Danaher. A short kick is not bad. Denham, handball over the top. Too far? No. Beautifully for Simon Madden. Short kick is going to be chopped off. And chopped off very effectively by Brett Ratton.
He's a solid performer, that youngster
I was
from
just about to
Yarra Glen.
say that. He's
Unpretentious, he just goes about his work, but not a bad player.
He's been very good this afternoon with something like 26 or 27 posies. Big punch by Mark Thompson over the top. Chance for Dorotic.
Ooh.
Buick shows courage.
Dorotic hurt himself too with
Anthony
that bump.
Danaher kicks and misses. It's hit the behind post, so we'll have a throw in that right forward pocket for Essendon. They've kicked 7-21, the Bombers.
That's another goal, another point scorer too.
No, throw it, Don.
I'll throw it.
Boundary throw in. 16-8. Kick it. Williams for Carlton. Kicks it back towards the 50-metre line. Bradley is there. Can't quite gather the football before falling over the boundary line. So a throw in will take place. It's about 50 metres from the Essendon goal. Madden Justin played pretty well. Denham. Izard. He kicks to the front of the goals. And strong defence. Dean, ever reliable. Little kick back near the centre has been marked by Kilpatrick, who's coming up for his 18th kick. Tries to get onto the torpedo punt kick. It slews off the side. Ratton, 1 against 2. Denham comes in to help out the captain, Mark Thompson, but the ball bounces awkwardly, and the boundary umpire will be used once again.
19 possessions from Sean Denham. Justin Madden and Somerville do the ruck work. It's won by Justin. Denham, a quick kick across his body, only to see John Dorotic in the road. And Dorotic goes to the outer side. Marking contest, sees Aythorne in command. Over to Brown. Brown's hand pass, effective to Hannah. Back to Brown, who nearly runs out of space and over the line. I think he might have done that. He has. And so it will be brought back. 19 possessions to Fraser Brown. Good deal on the wing out there. There's Michael Long. 3 minutes to go.
Long 22, Brown 19.
Back to Wanganeen. Yes, not much in it. Welsh. That nice goal before. So I think we'll be seeing more of him. Hogg. Away he goes. A few bounces through the centre. Chris Jones with the
he used
centre.
his hands, he pushed him out. Pushed him out.
Umpire saw that one. And so 2D will take the free kick. He gives it over to Harvey. Harvey from centre half back position. To Madden. To Denham. Possession number 20 for him. O'Donnell. Past DiUlio, but only just. Around Williams. Up towards Izard at right half forward, who marks in front of Brown.
Lost a lot of its urgency, hasn't it, the game?
Oh yes, Essendon just going through the motions now, but up to three-quarter time they were in with a chance. Thompson. They ran out of forwards, I think. Anthony Danaher. Back to Madden. Beautiful smother down there by Scholl. He's done that a few times today and done it well. Sting on a cold day too, smothering a football. Mark Harvey has defended stoutly.
Good kick.
Chris Danaher on to Kilpatrick, one of the better Bomber rookies, and he's delivered that beautifully to Somerville within kicking distance. He'll be about 50 metres from goal.
What do you think of Peter Somerville's game, Don?
Well, he's played at centre half forward. He's been a little bit in the ruck. He's been off the ground. He's been put everywhere. I would like to see this fellow play in the ruck and just left there.
Somerville from 45. Is he another of the behind scorers? He is. So that leaves only Mark Harvey, Anthony Danaher, Derek Kickett, Glenn Kilpatrick and Stephen Alessio, who haven't scored behinds today for the Bombers.
14.
104 plays 64. And the death throes of this match, Sexton marks at right half back.
And kicks with the left, finds Spalding. Spalding sweeping run, gets past Harvey, and then kicks it up towards full forward. No mark taken, it's punched back. Little kick off the ground. Rhys Jones, Kernahan, can he get his 7th goal? He's got it. He's kicked it. Miraculous stuff by the captain.
Well, he only wants 2 more for 400, Stephen Kernahan.
Don't think he'll get them today, Don, with inside a minute left. 17-8 to 7:22.
Tell you what, he's a good player. He's had 15 kicks again today, Peter. 6 marks and 7 goals. And there were some statistics came up on the screen when they played Brisbane in the first game of the year, which indicates that this man has been a wonderfully consistent player for Carlton since he came over from South Australia.
Few would argue with that. He's topped the goal kicking at Princes Park. Captain, best and fairest, Madden, who has played particularly well in the ruck today. No doubt about that. Got the better of his brother. Kick out of the pack towards full forward. Almost a mark. That's Welsh again. Reece Jones off the ground. Oh, he's got it! He's got the goal! What a ripper! Oh, we'll bring him on for the Ollie Roos against Holland, I think. David Reece Jones gets his fourth, and that is GOD.
Well, he started with 2 in the first quarter and he's finishing off the last quarter with 2. David Reece Jones, he took a mark behind Terry Danaher, played on it earlier for his third, and that one off the ground. Unbelievable stuff.
He's even shaking his head himself.
What a goal from Terry Danaher. 25 seconds left.
And still, Essendon don't give up. Buick's little kick off the ground has been marked by Dean. And again, I'd find a place in the best players for this guy. He's been the Rock of Gibraltar. This man has been a springboard. Hannah, a lovely kick by Hannah, right out in the path of Kernahan, and it just rolls over. Stephen Kernahan not too bothered, because there is the siren to end the game. And the final scores as we see Stephen Kernahan jog off the ground. Carlton win this game quite comfortably. They've kicked 18-8. What's that, Peter? 18-8, 116, is it? To Essendon 7, 22,
64.
64.
What did they win by? 64 from 116 was the 40, which is 52 points, is that right? 64, 52. Thank you so much.